Wine and dine? Well, why not? M&M Vineyards in Upper Mount Bethel Township blends cultural cuisine and fine wine every month in a wine and dine event. Tonight,
we have lamb bhuna, which is like roasted lamb. And then we have a lentil soup, which is called dal in our culture, dal tadka. It's, delicious soup. And then we have these mashed potatoes with coriander and cashew nuts. It's a great mash. And then we have a cheese dish, which is called paneer pasanda, which is a very creamy and tangy sauce with the cheese chunks in there.
every month they rotate out the dishes. The food is catered from a New York restaurant. Mohinder and Minnie suggest which wines pair well with which dishes.
A couple of our wines, Cabernet Franc and Hestia, which is a red blend, is very earthy and savory. So that goes very well with the red meat, which could be lamb or goat meat. So that's how we pair that. And then on the other hand, we have this buttery Chardonnay, which pairs and goes so well with the creamy Indian dishes like saag paneer, very creamy, dal makhani.
Mohinder and Minnie Sidhu founded M&M Vineyards in the Slate Belt after taking an early retirement. But the thought of starting a vineyard has been on the back of his mind for a long time.
I was finishing graduate school at the university, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. And at that time, we were about to finish our PhD, and then the institute started fermentation technology course. And that was our first exposure to fermentation, wine, as well as hard liquors.
He came to the U.S. with his wife. They both pursued postdoctorate degrees and worked at Pfizer for over 20 years.
And we had a nice long run in the company and were able to work for that long and could take an early retirement, which allowed us to generate the finances that we really needed. And so that we were able to grow this vineyard and have a winery.
They even named a wine in honor of their time at Pfizer called Shukriya PF. Shukriya means thank you in Hindi, and PF stands for Pfizer. The wines are all made from grapes grown in the Slate Belt vineyard, from Chardonnay to Cabernet Franc.
The first wine we are trying is Hestia, and these are our own grapes. It's a blend of Cab Franc, Chambourcin, a little bit Vidal, and Chardonnay in there. And our expectation was this will extract minerals from the shale. We have plenty of shale in the soil. And truly, this wine is the first wine from 2017 grapes, which is expressing minerals in its taste.
Smells amazing. It's really good. You literally get the taste of the Slate Belt in this.
Sure. So the second wine we are trying is a sort of Moscato wine. The grape name is La Crescent, and it's a sweet wine. This is the first sweet wine we are releasing. Federally, there are about 200 so regions in the United States which are recognized as American viticulture area. Lehigh Valley is one of those well-recognized American viticulture area. We take pride being in Lehigh Valley. So this is one of our first wine which lists on the bottle itself as a Lehigh Valley rather than Pennsylvania, and we take pride in our local region.
You're able to put Lehigh Valley because the grapes were grown in the Lehigh Valley.
That is correct. So this is a Lehigh Valley, so the grapes were grown here, and we are entitled, and federal government allowed us to write Lehigh Valley on the bottle.
I want to see what Lehigh Valley wine tastes like. That's amazing. Yeah, I taste the pineapple definitely, and then you taste the lime after.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's not too sweet either.
So if you go by the book, and I have taken training at Cornell, I've taken training at Penn State, I've taken training at UC Davis, and when you learn about grape growing, then you realize that this is not a place you want to start a vineyard. But then again, being a scientist, we are always, we love to get challenged and strive to be successful.
M&M makes small batches, no more than 2,000 batches produced at peak time.
That it's a tough business to be in to make a living out of. So it's a money-savvy business, and you need to invest a lot of money, and the returns are slow and not very aggressive.
He says this may be why there's a general lack of diversity among vineyard owners. But for M&M, it's the Indian touch that brings them business.
We were thinking that, we are a very small winery, we are new to this area. How do we differentiate ourselves from other wineries? And we felt that having an Indian culture, that would be one thing. Goal was to bring the Indian food into this community here and show people that Indian food really pairs well with different wines.
And that was a motivation behind the monthly Indian Wine and Dines, to introduce the Lehigh Valley to Indian culture through food and drink.
Diversity is so important. So if you bring people from different backgrounds, you get exposed to their culture. You get to know everybody.